Hi everyone, I'm Kátia from Serial Hero. My team and I are here to share with you what we've learned from a decade of practicing UX. We hope it's useful for you in your path to becoming a successful UX designer, or in case you already are one, to be even better. In this video, I'm going to talk about how you as a UX professional can influence the business. At some point in your career, you might find yourself wishing your stakeholders had consulted you before they close on a product decision. It might not happen early on because in the beginning of your career you might be focused on developing your skills and eventually yourself. But as the years go by, you might find yourself in this situation. The company you were working for might be in a lower UX maturity, or you just have been bitten by the business bug. Yes, the business bug is real and may continuously bother you until you learn to make use of it. If you truly believe that you can help the business make decisions and you're not being involved, then you have to turn the situation around. How do you become the person to be consulted for the business decisions? Simply by learning about business and speaking its language. It may sound easier than it is. Although the business bug might prompt you to be very opinionated about how the business should be run, the reality is you probably don't really know what you're saying. It's easy to say, I would have done this, or I would have never done that. But when your skin is in the game, you might do things differently. Being responsible for the future of a company and all its employees, not only customers, forces you to see the world through other lenses. I believe that UX professionals can bring value to the business and help top management make good calls. We do have the skills and know-how to extract information from users and customers to drive products that are offered to them. However, in order for you to influence the business strategy, you first have to understand it. It will be slightly sooner if you have the experience of running a business yourself, or if you have a business background or business education. If you don't have, you have to go and acquire this knowledge on your own. Early in my career, I knew I wanted to start a business. And like many wannabe entrepreneurs, I was scared and did not feel ready for many years. So actually for 8 years, I did what sounded reasonable and safe. I read books and joined entrepreneurship events. There was this boot camp that I joined, which with the goal of launching a product. So I had 8 days to develop and pitch my idea to a group of juries, while having lessons and being mentored. It was kind of a nicer version of a Shark Tank, you know. The thing is, I felt even less ready, knowing the depth of knowledge and preparation that I was missing. Nevertheless, I was exposed to a whole new world, and it was incredible. So much so that I ended up marrying one of the bootcamp mentors. It was 3 years later, all right? I'm not Princess Anna from Frozen. I remember the first business book I read, Blue Ocean Strategy by W. Chen Kim. And the example of Cirque du Soleil really marked me. For those who aren't familiar with it, I'll summarize it briefly here. So the idea was that circuses traditionally were expensive to handle, mostly due to all things related to animals: feeding, transport, licensing, training, etc. This was a huge drag on returns. And besides, the internal hurdle for spectators wasn't great either. There were simultaneous performances, so people found it hard to focus, and sometimes there was an intense bad smell. So the founder brilliantly removed the one cause of most problems, the animals, and focused on the artistic and theatrical qualities of the human performances, one at a time. They were able to raise the ticket prices since their audience were grown-ups, not children, and they were who were actually willing to pay a premium for cultural events. So to sum up, they cut costs, raised prices, and increased customer satisfaction. I thought, that's genius. Yeah. I read other books that I recommend, such as Zappos, Delivering Happiness. It showed me how Zappos went against conventional wisdom about how people buy shoes. Online without trying them on. And how they deliver exceptional customer experience to mitigate any uncertainties people had about the product. I remember a specific example in which a customer called the call center of Zappos to order a pizza. The operator on the other side took a minute to reply, and then he answered with the nearest pizza place and the phone number to call. He did not have to do this, but he did. He helped the customer, regardless of his unreasonable request, right? This example illustrates the huge impact customer service may have on the relationship with a company or brand. Other types of business books you can really learn a lot from are biographies. It lays out the process behind successful business owners, their motivation, choices, risks, etc. I read a few that I recommend. Steve Jobs by Walter Isaacson, Elon Musk, Tesla, SpaceX, and The Quest for a Fantastic Future. And The Shoe Dog, a memoir by the creator of Nike. This one is not really a biography, but I would place it in the business mindset basket. If you're anything like me, these books are not going to resonate much with you at first, right? You just need to be patient. With time, it starts to sink in, all right? Yeah, so UX is essential to help the business become more successful. We have the processes to uncover opportunities in the market, bring to light unmet user needs, and then test against them. I know that, you probably know that, but your stakeholders might not. So it's important to feed the business bug. Make an effort to see the world as business people see it, so that you might communicate the impact of your work more effectively. This will give you an edge compared to other UX professionals who don't go as far. My stakeholders don't care about my views, they have their minds made up. Well, even in this scenario, you can broaden their horizons. You can expose them to viable alternatives while delivering exactly what they want. Perhaps they won't pursue it right away, but you have planted the seed for the future. Sometimes that's all it takes. Remember to feed your bug. Thank you for watching this video. Share it with someone who you think might benefit from it and like it, because it will help more people find it. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye.